Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. This is day 243, I believe. So today was a shit ton of calling. So I responded to a ton of the NDAs I sent out yesterday, and I sent out even more today, on top of just following up on more and more calls. So the next steps are just the continued process of going back and forth with agents, waiting a few months down, waiting for them to come to the realization that their listings are not going to actually sell to a normal buyer, and then we'll be here waiting. And once we are still sitting here waiting, they will have no other buyers other than really us and possibly some other groups that might not be as appetizing for them, which that's where we come into play. So now it's just building up that open funnel, getting a shit ton of LOIs sent out there. So my goal is to have about like 100 plus LOIs sent out this month, on top of another 100 next month, and then another 100 the next month. And then if I'm able to have like 300 LOIs just over businesses and real estate, then within the next 3-ish months, I will most likely see probably 20 to 30 of those reaching back out to me to renegotiate and try to get something to work, because they aren't going to be getting anything traditionally. As sure, 70% of those might sell. I can't guarantee that all of them are going to sell, and they can't guarantee all of them are going to sell. So, as long as I can get something that is in our buy box and get about 100 of those every single month for the next 3 months going forward as well, then I can basically guarantee that I'm going to have just pure clientele going forward, on top of brokers that are going to be bringing me more deals going forward as well, because hey, I just helped them close a deal. They got their commission checks. They want to get more commission checks because guess what? They want money. We want money. We want to help them. They want to help us, because it's just a win-win situation for both sides. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So I sent out a couple deals today. I believe I have 6 LOIs that I sent out today, something like that. I can't remember for sure, but something like that. And then I spoke with Steven regarding a couple of them, because a few of them were more complicated than normal. One was like a mortgage style, or not mortgage, like a loan takeover or a sub two deal, with a another one being uh it wasn't a sub two. That one was, or there was one sub two. There was one that was a restructure, or like stabilized deal. So like they had to wait until we stabilized the business to get it back to a certain revenue point for them to actually start making monthly payments again. And then another deal was just like a straight building itself, and then there's another few other ones. But other than that, the goal for this weekend is to finish up the draft and publish the new school, so then all new students can go through that and explore and actually grow through it a lot quicker. So I'll be most likely speaking with Sophie this weekend and being able to help her a little bit, and she'll be able to send over any of the extra information I might need to know regarding all of it, so then I can start preparing it and getting it ready. And then I need to set up a Claude co-work set that basically reminds me to follow up with all my open funnel leads, because you don't want to let your leads go cold. So you want to follow up with them like every month. Just be like, hey, I see your deal hasn't closed. Is there any changes that have gone on? Or are you guys open to possibly going down this structure? Do you have any other deals open right now? And going basically just trying to get back in touch with them. Just staying in touch because they like that, and it helps you remain in contact. So It's just the continued outreach. It's just calls on calls on calls. I am currently still the top caller in the group right now. There's another person in the group that's doing a shit ton of calls as well. But I do about a third of the calls. He does about a third of the calls, and then the rest of the people do the rest. So there, that's all it takes. You just have to do a shit ton of volume, and then you will do what is needed. That applies to all businesses. So just start, do the volume that it takes, and you will get the results that you are looking to get. But that's going to be it for me today. I had a long day. I'm going to close on out. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.